Well, one of Albuquerque's top high schools could be headed to the principal's office, so to speak.
Yeah, because teachers and students at La Cueva High, get this, they are now accused of cheating on the state's dreaded achievement test. The Public Education Department is now investigating La Cueva, and it's all about the SBA, the standard-based assessments. The state has very strict rules when it comes for students taking the test. One of them is that kids are not supposed to ever leave the classroom without an escort, but that's exactly what at least one teacher says happened, and the same with a student we talk with. Investigating this, they told La Cueva's principal told the teachers about the investigation yesterday. It's supposed to alert the parents very soon. The state nor APS is talking about that investigation. Well, the high school wrestling star accused of roughing up and bullying a younger teammate at Rio Grande High earlier this year is not off the hook this morning, even though he just caught a big break in court yesterday. Nick Chavez was in court facing felony battery charges, but the problem is really no one else from the case was in court. Not the sheriff's deputy who supposedly saw what happened, not the victim or any witnesses. So the judge had no choice but to drop Chavez's charges. Deputies admit they did drop the ball yesterday, but that does not necessarily mean Chavez's case is closed.
It doesn't go away. The same charges will be filed, and then, like I said, he'll be back in court and go before a judge for these charges.
Metro Court says it mailed everyone in this case involved notices about the hearing last month. However, the deputy involved says he never got it. Now, we don't know if that's the case with everyone else, too. A fraternity at UNM with a history of acting up is still suspended right now. Yesterday, university ruled that for Sigma Alpha Epsilon, better known as SAE, the frat's in trouble now because a young woman in a sorority says she was raped after a party at the SAE house earlier this month. It's been getting into trouble for years for things such as hazing, booze-filled parties, and fights.
Your child's classroom isn't getting smaller anytime soon, at least not for a year. Smaller school budgets mean crowded classrooms will stay in place. Legislation signed by Governor Susana Martinez waives certain educational mandates, including class size and length of school days. Lack of money has forced many schools to limit hiring new teachers despite growing enrollment.
If you're looking for a new job, head to the Workforce Connection Center in Albuquerque today because dozens of companies are there and hiring. This job fair is from 10 this morning until 3 this afternoon at the center off Mountain Road near Broadway. 37 companies are going to be there, including the city and the county, plus Lockheed Martin, Lowe's, and more. The last time Workforce Connection had a job fair, 400 people got hired. And in Portales, today's your chance to tell the Water Authority what you think of the Ute Pipeline project. The public meeting about this starts at 10 this morning at the Memorial Building. Well, P&M customers in Santa Fe may soon find out what the company plans to do about some billing errors. The Public Regulation Commission, which oversees P&M, will have a hearing to see what, if anything, will happen with this. A group of people went to P&M after they started getting drastically different power bills last May. It turns out a meter reader with 5,000 accounts had been entering bad information. P&M reimbursed most of those folks, but some say they should get even more money back and that the company has not fixed all the problems.
A warning for you from the Internal Revenue Service about an email scam being sent to New Mexico taxpayers. Scammers are apparently posing as the IRS, telling you that you are due a refund and must create an e-fund account to get the money. The IRS tells News 13 this is not legit. The IRS never initiates contact with a taxpayer, they say. They will only respond to inquiries or send a confirmation to e-flyers. Now, if you have ever had any doubts about an email that you have gotten, it's best to contact the agency who allegedly sent it to you directly. A man accused of scamming Torrance County out of hundreds of thousands of dollars now says he did not do it. Yesterday, Chris Valdez pleaded not guilty to fraud and conspiracy charges and alleging to inflate costs on jobs and rigging bids with the help of the county manager, Joy Ainsley. Now, Ainsley also pleaded not guilty in the case, and she still remains on the job for now. Torrance County commissioners tell us they are operating under the presumption of innocence until proven guilty in this case.
Well, the two people police say are behind a string of bizarre car break-ins at ABQ Uptown are now behind bars. Police say George Sandoval and Brianna Keck had keys to 30 different kinds of cars and trucks and were using them to break in, then help themselves to things inside.
And what was really concerning for us were these jiggle keys, that's what they call them, where they actually file down a key and try to get into your car. This guy has at least 30 keys on him from different auto makes, Acura, Honda, Chevy, Ford.
It's a little startling you can get keys like that. Officers say they found cell phones, credit cards, and driver's licenses that were all stolen. Police are now trying to get this stuff back to the people who really own it. And take a look at this. Police in Santa Fe are still on the hunt for a guy who is stealing cash. We don't know how much of it, though, from Coke machines. And in one case, the guy supposedly just stole the whole machine. Officers say this guy's hit machines all around town 16 times since December, doing $8,000 in damage. One vending machine company was so fed up with all of this and installed this hidden camera inside of a Coke machine to try to help catch the guy. It's got great pictures of him. And then this week, police say the guy, for some reason, got upset, stole the whole machine outside some stores on St. Michael's Drive.